Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about risk management, and more specifically the eighth wonder of the world, which is compound interest, and how you can use it to grow your account to whatever you want, assuming of course you're following good risk management. That is one key that is needed for consistent success in the market, with the other two keys being trading psychology and your trading strategy, right? So if you want more videos on those, make sure that you like and subscribe and stay tuned for further videos. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into the compound interest. So this is, every row is representing a week. So this is the week of June 28th, which is this upcoming week. Now this is gonna help you whether you have $1,000 or if you have 100,000 or a million. It doesn't really matter, right? So if we go here and let's say we just say $1,000, right? And let's say that you make on average 4% that week. That's going to be about 40 bucks. Now that means that at the end of the week, if we go here, add those two together, that means that at the end of the week you have 1,040. And then the week starting in the Monday of July 5th, right? Let's say that you start again with whatever you ended with the previous week, and now let's say you did another 4% again. That's after 2 weeks you made 80 bucks, right? But now let's say you continuously do the 4% average. That means sometimes you're taking losses and sometimes you're making more. Right here, if we just scroll down, we see here that we end up with $5,800 after starting with only 1,000 bucks. So in less than a year, with an average of 4% every single week, we end up with almost 6 times your money. Let's test it out. Let's say you started out with 5,000 instead, right? So now 4% of that is 200. Now you're roughly making about 200, but then as your account grows, the 4% also grows. Now you're making 300, 400 a week, 500 a week. You scroll all the way down, your 5K turns into 29,000. 29,000 from 5K. And how is this possible? This is more reasonable if you're going to be trading options. 4% a week with stocks, if you have small capital, is tougher to do, especially because you're limited with day trades and your buying power isn't as much. But with options, it's 100% doable if you are managing your risk. Now with the risk, it's a different factor. If you're looking to make 4% on average, you shouldn't be risking half of that. Remember, 2-to-1 ratio. So if I come here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do equals risk 2% multiplied by the starting capital. So if I have $5,000 in my account, the most that I should lose in a week is 100. And then if I just scroll this, bring this down, this is the risk for every corresponding week. So let's say, for example, my account's at 9,000. I should not lose more than 180 in that week. That's if I tell myself 2% is my max loss for the week, right? If I want to change it, then I just come up here and change it. Let's say I want to risk 4% a week, then I change that to 4%, and then I just drag it down, and then it'll adjust all the numbers, right? And if I'm risking 4%, I'm potentially making, or trying to aim for at least 8% a week. And if I drag that down, what you're gonna see is 8% a week consistently, 5K becomes, in less than a year, 160,000. Now that's more difficult to do, 8% on average. That's why I keep it like 4%. But in all reality, if you just follow your risk management with options, as you already know, anything's possible with options. And what usually gets to us is on those certain individual days where we just take too big of a hit, right? So that is pretty much it for risk management. How would I use this? Just to wrap it up, again, let's say I'm trading with $3,000. And let's say I want to make on average about 4%. If I'm trying to make 4%, then my max weekly loss should be 2%. 2-to-1 ratio, right? So here, whatever my account balance is, I'm not saying that as soon as you make that 4% or you hit the target, you stop trading. No, but this is just to give you a rough estimate that you don't need to make a lot of money in the short term in order to capitalize on compound interest. Your biggest help in compound interest is going to be time, right? So as we see here, if we have 3K and then we just get a measly 4% a week. What is 4% to an option trader? If you're already trading options, you know that stocks are going, or option premiums are going up 20, 30, 40, 100%, 200%, 300% every single day, right? So just manage your risk and then just keep on locking in those small profits. After a year, look where a $3,000 account reaches to. By consistently making 100 here a week, 125, you don't even have to make that much. Like, you're literally only making like $6 extra every week, right? So here, almost 3 months later, you're making about $80 more, but then another 3 months later, you're making $100 more. As you keep going, it gets bigger and bigger, and now you got $17,000 after starting from 3K. That right there could be life-changing, but in order for you to do that, it's going to require that you follow risk management, right? And risk management is going to be another section. It's going to be another video, so stay tuned for that. If you have any other questions, leave it down in the comments below. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you found this, beneficial. And also, if you want access to this template, to this Google Sheets, to the Excel sheet, leave your email down below in the link in the description. There's going to be a link to leave your email. That's going to keep you updated on the online course coming out. And for everybody that leaves their email, I'm going to send out tomorrow or after, I'm going to send out this exact sheet so you can customize it yourself and then have a blueprint for how you're going to grow your account. Because without a plan, it's going to be very hard for you to know where you're going to go. All right. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time out, and please feel free to reach out and don't hesitate if you ever need anything. Have a good one.